friends, it's Teresa and welcome back to the channel. As you all can tell, it's the last vlog for Trick or Treadathon. I got my tripod back, so we have that going for us, but it's now Tuesday. I didn't get a ton to do today actually. I had a migraine for most of the day and ended up calling out to work. Because those are always fun. Once I started feeling better, we got the tripod and some other things. Bathroom's coming together now. And now all I need are the last 2 boxes of books that I have and to unpack the books that I have in boxes right now. But my dresser is fixed. Hashtag thank you Gorilla Glue. So I'm going to be putting some clothes away tonight. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. It's been clearly a very long weekend because I've been babbling. But I haven't had a chance to read a ton yet. I read some last night, which is the update I believe I gave you guys. There are just definitely some, so again, I haven't had a chance to read more of Life and Death, Twilight Reimagined, aside from what I told you guys last night. Again, reiterating my thoughts from last week's vlog, which I still need to do the week before vlog, but it's fine. Reiterating my thoughts from that time, from week 3, no, week 2, I just feel like there's something missing. Like, I feel like Stephenie Meyer, she just transposed everything down, which is fine, it's gender bent, but I feel like with that transposition she should have also gotten into account that like Beau as a guy is going to see different things from 2007 than Bella as a girl, and certain reactions would have been vastly different from Edward as a guy to Edith as a girl, and the language of like how they describe certain things would definitely be vastly different as well. But that's just me. I also would have liked if they had given Beau different like hobbies every now and again. Like maybe Beau likes to read, but maybe he does know a little bit more about cars, you know? Or maybe like Beau is a big movie buff. Something like that. Something just kind of like differentiate, because like while it is gender bent and transpose, things still should shift ever so slightly, I feel, but that's just my personal opinion. But I'll update you guys when I get to read more. I'll probably read more tonight, just to keep my eyes off the screen, because that way I'm not super like exhausted, like my eyes are exhausted, because like that migraine turned into a headache, and the headache has just been kind of jumping between eyes all night or all day. It's not bad now, but I don't want to have like well, hello, it is Friday. We are officially 3 days away from the end of the readathon. All of my books are almost all unpacked. We have a few things left in the apartment, and then just cleaning the apartment, which we will do this weekend. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, and it's my brother's birthday tomorrow. I don't have a present. So, with that being said, I am this far into Life and Death, Twilight Reimagined. The plan is for me to just read a bunch tonight. Well, right now my sister and I are gonna go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby. She's doing stuff for her costume, and then after that I'm gonna film and finish unpacking the books I have, so I can have space to walk around my floor, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the night finishing this book. I don't have an issue with it so far. It's pretty much exactly like Twilight, just gender bent, which again I don't have an issue with. The concept of my issue of it right now, right meow, is that I wish she differentiated from everyone's personalities a bit more. Like, you're gonna like clearly Edith was born at the same time Edward was. There were different things going on during that time period, so I feel like Edith would be fundamentally very different than Edward. Same thing with Beau, who is growing up in early 2000s, mid 2000s era as a boy and not a girl. There are different like fears that happen during this time period that I think would differentiate between the two. And I think Stephanie could have gotten away with just making those slight differences but keeping the plot the same, just because Beau would react differently to a situation than Bella would. Bella, as she stated in the intro of this book, has a chip on her shoulder, has a bit of a temper. Beau does not have that. So I feel like there would have been more fundamental differences with like how Beau responded to things versus how Bella would respond to things, etc., etc. So far, probably like a 3 or a 4. Like, I enjoy it, but it's not like mind-blowing to me, you know? But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated when I finish this, and then hopefully I'll have Bernal Punk Bruja to start and finish over the weekend. So that way this week wasn't a total bust, because I feel like I have not filmed at all this week. It's been kind of a depresso / busy unpacking and figuring out my life kind of week. I would show you guys a quick bookshelf, like unfinished bookshelf tour, or plan that video, but I'm planning on unhauling a bunch of books. So even then, what I have set up now will still shift in the coming future. So we'll just leave it as is for at the moment. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted and updated on what I end up doing for the weekend and how that goes. By tomorrow, I will have a haircut, my roots will be redone, and I'm gonna have bangs. Don't know why I did that for bangs, but it's fine. Hey friends, it is now Sunday. I told myself I was gonna try to finish Life and Death Reimagined, Twilight Reimagined. I just finished it. There's a blue cast. I'm just turn the TV off here. Better. But I just finished Life and Death Twilight Reimagined. I do have some things. I think overall, I'm torn between giving it a 3 or a 4. So I might just do like a 3.75, just because I did have some issues with it. Like, I like the fact that the end. I'll start with the issues that were going on during the book. During the book, I felt like that the issues that I was having was that there was no significant personality differences between Beau and Bella. I think I said this earlier on in this vlog, but my issue is that Beau and Bella would have been raised completely differently. We can see that, like, while they're still the same, like, Beau still had to take care of Renee, Bella had to take care of Renee, all those things. I feel like that Beau, given the fact that he was a teenage boy, essentially raising himself in like early 2007, I think this is 2007, it would have made more sense for him to be personality-wise very different. Beau just felt like a very more subdued Bella, very passive in the way that Bella is physically, but also like emotionally and mentally. I feel like Bella had more of a spunk to her, and Beau does not have the same kind of spunk. But like, with that being said, I feel like Beau should have had a bit more spunk because, again, he is a male teenage boy growing up in 2007. It's not as if that he didn't have like friends, or maybe there's a personality difference because a quiet boy would have been treated differently than a quiet girl, you know? They still are. So I would have liked to have seen that like kind of personality shift. But I did really like the ending. I like the fact that because Edith is a girl, and perhaps Edith being born in Edwardian America didn't have a lot of choices, she offered the choice to Beau when he was dying, if he wanted to stay this way or if they wanted to find a new way, like try to suck the venom out. And the subtle differences that Beau was able to make that Bella wasn't able to. And the fact that in this version, Archie lets, because I believe it's in the series, Alice mentions that she did see Bella becoming a vampire at the end of book 1. I like the fact that Archie kind of let this happen, because it was very clear in the book that he saw that shift and was like, you know what, fuck it, he's just gonna become a vampire. So I like that, and that's why I'm torn on the ending, because like the rating, because I really like the ending. I like the fact that Beau had more of a choice and had this shift, and the changes between just like having someone like flipping the gender was different. But again, I would have just liked Beau to have his own personality that was separate of Bella's, because I feel like if it didn't matter that Bella was a human, or like if that it wasn't that she was a damsel in distress, she's a human in distress, then in that case, regardless of personality, Beau should have also been the human in distress. So that's the only gripe that I had. So I think I'll probably do a 3.75. I enjoyed it. Again, just would have wished that she sat those differences. Now, I have one more day. My battery's dying, but I'm going to try to blast through Brindlepunk Bruja. So, wish me luck. Okay, so it is now like November 11th. I guess I never wrapped part in the hair. I have been messing with it all day. This doesn't want to work today. But, okay, we're going to have to... Nope, that looks terrible. We're just flipping it over. Okay, so it is now. What's going on? Oh my god. One second. So it is now this November 11th, well into November, well after Trick or Treadathon. I guess I never wrapped up the dang vlog. But I also never really wrapped up my thoughts on life and death. I guess I kind of did, but kind of didn't. So in the end, Beau becomes a vampire. He is faced with a choice as he is going through the poison that Bella went through, but instead of Edward kind of like sitting there and going, no, I am gonna try to suck the venom out of her arm. Instead, she offered Beau a choice, and Beau decided, I am now a vampire. I really like that shift in the ending for a number of reasons. One, I like that this is the first solid change that we get between the original text and the reimagined version, which is that he is now a vampire and he got that choice that Bella did not. I also like that because it changed the entire, as obviously it does, it changed the entire course of the events for Twilight. It, if she were to continue down this path, which I wish she would, we would see Beau have to deal with the ramifications of him choosing to become a vampire with Renee and Charlie, and the fact that Bella, in her mind, as Stephanie put it in the acknowledgments, got the best of both worlds. She got this amazing self-control, and because she had prepared herself for the past year and a half, got this amazing self-control and got to become a vampire, become a mother, and still keep the more squishy people in her life. Whereas Beau, who became a vampire off the bat, did not get to enjoy the same, I guess, privilege that Bella does. But he gets the privilege of becoming a vampire earlier and gets to be with Edith earlier without the same kind of ramifications of placing all of his human family and friends in danger when Victoria comes to call. Or Vic, I forgot the names. So there is that, but I like the very stark and obvious change instead of the very subtle ones that we've gotten where it's just literally just the gender, or maybe it's just a throwaway line here and there. I really like that portion of the ending, and I wish that we would get to see more of this storyline versus the one where we get to rewatch the entirety of Twilight through Edward's eyes. Just because I feel like with that change, you get a completely different storyline. You get to have Beau, who can stand up to himself against this person who wants to murder him from the death of his mate. We get to see that vampire army turn out differently, and the Volturi become a different part. We get to see the wolves play a different role, and the concept of imprinting and how that'll play out, considering imprinting became such a big thing in the second book and on. So I would really like to see that, just because I would like to see those differences. But yeah, that is it for Trick or Treadathon. I didn't realize it didn't end this vlog properly until I started editing, which, by the way, this is my shortest vlog that I have ever made on this channel, ever. But yeah, that is it. If you guys enjoyed this video, actually, Twilight, I'm not gonna say which prompt this fulfills, because as of today, I have filmed my wrap up and I had to redo some of my prompts, so I did more prompts than I actually thought I did. But if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments down below. I am doing a series where I'm reading through the Vampire Academy books every month, so I am going to be reading the second book this month. I'll be starting that vlog very soon. So if you want to see more vlogs from me, keep an eye out for those. But if you guys like Trick or Treadathon and want to participate, it's a yearly thing for the group chat and I, so you have plenty of chances next year. But if you want me to read more books and put my thoughts into them into a vlog or a review, let me know what book you want me to do that in the comments below, and we can go from there. But until next time, hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys have a good week, and bye!